That was a freaking waste of time. I tried hard to look for some root beer, and it took 45 freaking minutes just to find the root beer. Oh, hey Daphne. What the hell are you reading?
Hey Fred. I was just reading a book that my boyfriend Shaggy suggested I read. It's called The Diary of a Young Girl. It's a real-life story about Anne Frank while she was in hiding for 2 years with her family during the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands. The family was apprehended in 1944, and Anne Frank died of typhus in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945.
And that gives me the idea of where we can go next for a vacation. We'll go to Amsterdam, which is in the Netherlands.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad. There are things I want to see in Amsterdam.
Shaggy, Velma, and Scooby, report to the living room right now or it will be concussion time.
Oh, hey Fred. What's up?
Velma, I'm glad you asked. After I came home from the store, I saw Daphne reading a book called The Diary of a Young Girl, and it gave me the idea for us to go to Amsterdam for a vacation.
That doesn't sound so bad. I'll go pack up my stuff for the vacation.
Hey Fred. Can we please stop at McDonald's? Me and Scooby are hungry.
Hell no, we're not going to stop anywhere. We have a cruise ship to catch. I got the tickets last night, so no stops for 2 future My 600-Pound Life contestants.
Fred, I'm also hungry.
Same here. Fred, it appears that you got outvoted.
Alright, fine. If you want to eat that garbage past office food, you're getting it.
Well, it took a crap ton of money to pay for this room for all of us to stay in for the cruise.
Attention. This is your captain speaking. We will be making a stop in Azores, Portugal. If that is your final destination, please get ready to disembark. Repeat. We will be making a stop in Azores, Portugal. If that is your final destination, please get ready to disembark.
Great. We're now going to stop there and other places before we get to Amsterdam. This is going to take 142 eternities.
Fred, this is something that cruise lines do. Please, deal with it.
No, we'll all be old and dead when we finally get to Amsterdam. I'll deal with this crap about making stops my way.
Hey jerkweeds, you know I've been wanting to go to Amsterdam, but you decided to make a stupid stop in Azores, Portugal. I am going to teach you dummies a lesson by hijacking the ship and crashing it into some rocks in Amsterdam.
This cruise ship has been hijacked by Fred Jones, the concussion beast. Unfortunately, your poor excuse of a captain decided to stop in Azores, Portugal. Because of that, I'll make the ship go faster and crash it into some rocks when we get to Amsterdam. And that is what they freaking get.
Oh my god. Fred. I can't believe that you hijacked the cruise ship, crashed it into some rocks, and probably killed a lot of people on board just because you cannot accept the fact that the stops are normal on a cruise ship.
Velma, shut up. All I wanted was to get straight to Amsterdam. Let's go park this lifeboat somewhere and figure out what hotel we're going to stay at. Well, we found the car. Let's go to the first hotel we find and get a room there. Okay, gang. Tomorrow, I'd like to go to the Anne Frank house. I've heard her story in 4th grade. and I felt interested in seeing that annex that the Franks hid in.
While we were on the cruise ship, I have thought of one place I want to see. It is Fondle Park. Why? I can just relax and forget about what happened on the cruise ship.
I have an idea. How about we can compromise? We can do what Daphne wants first, then, Fred, we can do what you want. How does that sound?
Ugh, while I hate the idea of doing what Daphne wants first, Velma, I get your point. Let's do this tomorrow.
OMG 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 OMG. I love taking these totes awesome selfies out here with my boyfriend Shaggy. I also like it when Scooby appears in the selfies.
Typical Daphne. Can't even go a whole freaking minute without taking any selfies. Thanks for the compromise yesterday. Despite how happy I was with being here, there is something that has to do with Anne Frank that still bothers me after all those years of me hearing her story.
Fred, what is it? You can tell me.
It is the fact that Anne herself died when she was 15. She had a whole freaking life ahead of her, yet those monster Nazis placed her and her sister in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. I'm going to get my revenge on that place because of Anne dying there too soon.
Fred, I agree with you about the fact that Anne Frank had a whole life ahead of her, and I understand how it still bothers you that her life was cut short, but revenge is not how to go about it. That happened years ago, and people have been learning about it so they don't make history repeat itself. And also, Anne's last words go as follows. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart.
I do not care. That Bergen-Belsen site needs to be dealt with. It should not have been turned into a museum. I'm going to get my revenge on Bergen-Belsen.
Typical Fred, always preferring revenge over moving on.
Well, who knows how Fred is going to get his revenge on Bergen-Belsen, even though the area is now a museum, just like you told him before he drove off.
Well, knowing Fred, he's probably going to do something stupid and illegal with the car.
You're probably right about that, Vilma.
Let's head back to the hotel and get some room service. First, I'll call in Uber to pick us up from here.
Well, that sounds like something I can do. I hope Fred is okay, despite what I said about what he's planning on doing.